All right, hello there. So I just purchased a home vitamin D test kit from Amazon. I don't know, $20 or $30. It's November, so I usually ratchet up my vitamin D at this time of the year anyway. But I wanted to kind of see really where I was at regarding vitamin D. I have no reason to suspect that I'm deficient. I don't have any of those symptoms. And normally I take a multivitamin plus a supplement for vitamin D3. In totality, I'm probably taking 12,000 international units of vitamin D, which is higher than most people. But I wanted to kind of see where I was at. And so I bought this kit. Comes with everything you need, including the packet to send it back to. So this is one where you take your blood sample, you send it in, and then they alert you that the results are in, and then you log in because you have to register your kit. You log in and they'll tell you allegedly within 5 business days of what your vitamin D levels are. So I'm going to give this a shot. They give you a nice Band-Aid, which I've removed. The stripping's on the outside because I'm smart. I'm going to do that before I puncture my finger. 2 lancets to puncture your finger. I'll set that over here for a second. The card to drop your blood in. And something to clean your finger with, a gauze pad, and what else am I forgetting? I think that's it. So I'm going to give this a shot and see how it goes. Hopefully I don't screw this up. So I've already dropped the alcohol pad once on the floor, but I think I got it within 2 seconds. 5-second rule. So I'm cleaning my finger. They say to actually warm your fingers up with hot water to get, I guess, the blood flowing. And I've got the instructions, pretty good set of instructions. I got it posted up right in front of me here at my desk. So I'm going to take this lancet here and I'm going to put it up against my ring finger, press against a firm surface, and see if I can get some blood drawn here. So make sure I've got all the instructions here. I got the lancet, cleaned my finger. The lancet only punctures once. There are 2 lancets. So place your finger against a firm surface and press the lancet against the fingertip until you hear a loud click. So here we go. Owie. Actually, it wasn't that bad. And then massage the finger, and I'm going to be dropping the blood here onto, add blood drops until the strip turns red to this line. So I'm just going to move it. All right, I'm just about done. This took probably about 3 minutes for me to get enough blood out of my finger. I must clot up pretty quickly. Just about there. You've got to put enough drops on here. It says 4 large drops, but I'm up to about 8 to get to the line here where it wants me to. Okay. So I'm there. Leave myself up a second here. Put my Band-Aid on. Now, let me show you the card. Of course, everybody knows the value of vitamin D3 when it comes to immune system. So there's what my card looks like. So you place a drops of blood here until it reaches the line there, and then we're going to package all this up and send it back. And then when it's done, I'll come back and tell you what my results were. Again, probably taking 12,000 international units, which is more than what most people do. Alrighty, I was just notified by Everlywell that my vitamin D test result is ready to be reviewed. So they don't send you anything in the mail. They just tell you to log into your account and check your levels, or check your result. So let's check the results here. Logged in, and it says my vitamin D levels are at 96 nanograms per milliliter, which is in the adequate range, and borderline elevated, but I think elevated is completely subjective. I think the government says 150 is toxicity levels, possibly, but I think it's really hard to get that amount of vitamin D. So here's why I say that. I say that because I take 12 to 13,000 international units of vitamin D3 a day, spread out in the morning and then the afternoon, but that's a lot more than normal people take, yet my levels are adequate. I'm wondering if people that take a lot less than I do, what their vitamin D levels are in the wintertime, because you're not getting vitamin D from the sunlight in the northern hemisphere around here, at least for the next couple months. And the angle of the sun's just not gonna help you there. I'm taking 2 of these, 5,000. 1 of these, 1,000. Vitamin D in my multivitamin, which ends up being about 2,000 more. And then I've been eating salmon and or tuna for lunch on my salad now for years, every day. And I get vitamin D there as well. Tuna and salmon typically are one of the, along with eggs, are some of the few good sources of vitamin D. There aren't many food sources for vitamin D, milk, dairy, some cases, but in the end, it's not a lot you're getting from those sources. So I'm taking what more than what normal people would take, and I'm adequate. I'm wondering, there's, according to research, 40% of Americans are deficient in vitamin D. I can kind of see that because I'm pushing quite a bit of vitamin D3 every day into my body. I'm wondering, seems to correlate that a lot of people would be deficient if they're taking what the government says, or just taking a multivitamin. If you're just taking a multivitamin, you're probably getting 1,000 or 2,000 international units. And I'm taking probably 13, 14, maybe even 15,000 when I take into account the food. But there you go, a review of the Everlywell Home Vitamin D Test. Hope everybody's healthy. Talk to you later.